Okay, I've seen a story circulating about Russell Wilson's trade value, as if the Seahawks are considering trading Russell Wilson. And I just want to say, if the Seahawks did indeed trade Russell Wilson, that would be one of the most stupid trades in NFL history. I know people got mad about Khalil Mack. I'm not a Seahawks fan. I live in the Northwest, but I like Russell Wilson. I appreciate his talent. I would be shocked. I would never let the Seahawks forget that ever at all. Because think of how many teams would love to have Russell Wilson. Over the years, how many teams would go, oh yeah, we would kill to have Russell Wilson as our quarterback? A lot. That's how you know if your quarterback's any good. It's kind of like a girl. If a lot of guys want to date your girlfriend's pretty awesome. If a lot of guys want your quarterback, if a lot of teams would rather have your quarterback than theirs, then your quarterback's really good. A lot of teams would love to have Russell Wilson. And weirdly enough, I don't think Seattle fans support Russell Wilson. I don't think they understand how great he is. If Russell Wilson's traded, here's basically what happens. Here's what's happening if the Seahawks for some reason decide to trade their quarterback. This summer, my car was overheating a lot. I couldn't figure it out. I had to look into the coolant system, and I kept replacing all kinds of different parts in the coolant system in my car. And what I realized eventually, none of the parts I was changing were making a difference. And in fact, the problem was a thing called the O-ring, a little tiny plastic piece that sits inside the housing that holds my thermostat. That's all probably weird nonsense. You have no idea what I'm talking about. The point is this. It was like a $5 part. And I totally overlooked all this other stuff. I changed all these other things before I realized, oh, the answer's simple. It's very obvious what I needed to fix, and I didn't do it. I felt dumb, but I learned. I figured it out. The Seattle Seahawks blaming Russell Wilson for their lack of success on offense, lack of wins, everything. It's all wrong. Their offensive line is clearly and obviously the problem. You keep changing all these other parts. It's not the quarterback. It's the offensive line. It's the one thing, for whatever reason, the Seahawks cannot figure out. I don't understand. I mean, basically, the Seattle Seahawks have 99 problems. Russell Wilson is not one of them. Come on, guys. It's horrible. It's just really, really laughable how bad it is. How can you not watch the Seattle Seahawks and understand the offensive line is awful? Oh, and by the way, the play calling is atrocious. They're in this archaic, stagnant offense that's terrible. And what's even more infuriating is Seattle Seahawks fans will say, well, Russell Wilson's paid a ton of money. He shouldn't complain you can't get players around him because Russell Wilson makes all the money on the Seahawks. That argument is so... You realize Matt Ryan is one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the entire NFL. Yet somehow, like a miracle, guess what the Falcons do? The Falcons somehow are able to put offensive weapons around their quarterback. Matt Ryan has a good offensive line. He has one of the top wide receivers in the NFL. You act like it's an impossible task to have a high-paid quarterback and some good players around him on offense. Drew Brees, high-paid quarterback, has help. Aaron Rodgers has an offensive line, despite the fact I think he's now the highest-paid quarterback in the entire NFL. Why can every single franchise figure out how to support their quarterback, yet for whatever reason, the Seattle Seahawks can't go, I know that Russell Wilson's running for his life, but really it's Russell Wilson's fault. It couldn't possibly be the offensive line. Stop telling me Russell Wilson's the issue. Seattle, the Seahawks, the franchise, the fans, everybody. Stop acting like Russell Wilson is the problem with your franchise. It's not. It's so clearly, A, the offensive line, and B, the play calling. It's awful. The offensive system is archaic. It's like a 1950s offense. It's trash. Russell Wilson is a free agent in 2020. He's free to go wherever he wants, assuming he doesn't sign another extension. I so badly hope Russell Wilson leaves. I grew up in the Northwest. A lot of my friends are Seahawks fans. I like Russell Wilson. I want what's best for him. And the best thing for him is to leave. To go to a team that can actually figure it out. Oh, we should probably get our quarterback and offensive line. It's okay to spend money and get some wide receivers, get some help. Maybe a running back, for instance. So go ahead, Seattle. If you want to trade Russell Wilson, do it. I dare you. Watch what happens. If you trade Russell Wilson, you're dooming your future forever. You may not win with Russell Wilson, but I guarantee you will not if you trade Russell Wilson. Go ahead, do it. I dare you. Trade him. It's not going to go well for you. I don't know. I think Russell Wilson might be one of the most underappreciated people in the entire NFL. I just don't think people get how good he is. how much he does for that franchise. He's basically Superman. Like you realize the only reason, I think he had like all but one of their touchdowns last year. Literally, no joke. He had I think he had like 33 of the Seahawks' 34 touchdowns last year. It was some stat like that. It was crazy. It's like, man, how does nobody appreciate how much he does for that franchise? It just drives me nuts. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my show, Strong Opinion Sports. It's my pride and joy. I'm very proud of it. If you're new to Strong Opinion Sports, you can subscribe to it on iTunes, SoundCloud, on YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube, or you can find more shorter breakout videos like the one you just watched. And if you like what I had to say, maybe you hate what I had to say, share this with your friends. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about the show. My name is Zach Schaumler. Have a great day.